Well, hello there, everybody. I think that started off on the right foot, and then it was turned against me to turn on the wrong foot. Sometimes that happens. You want to do the right thing, but then there's Satan that comes and says, "You thought you started on the right foot, but in fact." You started on the wrong foot because you didn't do what everybody that pressures you to do, what everybody that wants something from you that isn't holy, that isn't something that you want to agree with or go along with because you want to have a mind of your own, has asked of you. This is the experience that I've had, at least with the administration that came into power when manipulative black people wanted to say that because they were black, we should have compassion over them and kneel to them and say, "Oh, you're black, so we need to do this." Oh, but guess what? It gets worse because now the black people that wanted to, let's get real, okay? There's like a very strict separation between the past of the black people and white people. Fine. How do you overcome that? Not the way that is happening now. It's not the way that it's going to happen because people are going to actually protest. You Black people might be in power, but cyberspace and that sort of thing. But it is written, God is almighty, and you will not be able to surpass him. So, everybody that wants to share a message about who God is going to have a chance. And that is the only way that such individuals are going to come to God and say, "Yes, I was oppressed by a certain administration, but I still held on to my beliefs." And that's what's going to matter. Either way, that's probably not the most important thing that I'm writing about. I feel that the only negative aspect of this world now, Satan's world, that is bringing up people that are applauded by you know their high school friends whom are just condescending and trying to gain favors from people because they think that that's how white people got so far in this world. Niggers are niggers, but black people in this administration, what do you call yourselves when you want to destroy what white people have built and then you just want to destroy it because you had a white mom, because she was a whore and she, okay, whatever. Fucked a black man and now you're mixed. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pure Mexicano. Pure Mexican here. Okay. Whatever. I'm not, I don't have all these like, yes, I do. I have crazy thoughts too. I don't know how a person that gets elected into our justice system because she's black is a higher priority than to what she's previously done. And a lot of white people, let's talk about white people now, because they're a bunch of fuck ups. themselves, especially women. Women, wow, like, yeesh. Okay, like, why is it that these individuals, you don't call them he, she's, they're individuals, they're individual parties or whatever, like, I'm gonna step back and contemplate on what I'm saying because the last thing I want to do is to get pitted against another race and to pit other people against themselves and that sort of thing. I want to talk to people like we're just the same. So if that's impossible for some people, you just don't have that sort of mentality. Uh, that's fine. All right, so I'm sure I'll come back to that too, but I did make some notes as to what people should think about every time they think about. So the Biden administration works this way. They conspire against you first with no facts. They conspired against me, for example, and then I don't really care about the Donald Trump administration. Seriously, like they're great people too, but I'm just saying, like the Biden administration is so fucking dirty, and you need to stop covering up for them. So, dirty politicians conspire against honest people with no facts. Then, dirty politicians conduct themselves in a similar manner so that when the people that they had conspired on before react the same way, only to create confusion. It's really it's satanic, really. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's what they're doing. They go with the dirty politician all the time. Why don't I ever actually say anything that I have to say? And well, most of the time when I have something to say is I tell it to myself and it's inside of me. And I have to stop doing that. I have to, start to say the things that are actually going on. And it really, there's at this point not a lot that I can do because the Senate is already infested with people that are voting on these and individuals that, well, I guess the only way that I can describe it is that the judiciary system, there's three branches of our government. It's the executive, legislative, and judiciary. The judiciary it branch is not a beauty pageant. You don't. It's not a prize. You don't give it to somebody that just wants to win a prize about something, like in this case restoration and that kind of thing. People's accomplishments are not necessarily always assessed in a way that you can let's actually ask that question, is how is the why are we not Yeah. No, seriously, like, so black people have been saying that white people were assessing them on a like biased level, but now black people are saying that we have to be assessed by their level. And so it really does come to like, what do I assess myself by as far as my intelligence? And really, neither matter because I could take on white people as much as, and actually at this point I'm thinking like black people are just fucking pushy. You're pushy. I don't even, okay. Well, you have your own issues. Um that is just sort of where I'm at with this. Oh, God. How much time do I have here? The living God has told us. I just don't like the fact that she's at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a parent. I'm a parent that raised my kids to be like the sort of more like servient, like very proper people. And when you have others that are not, I'm thinking like, okay, um, like Hunter Biden, for example, like, hang on a second. I did not teach my kids to do that. I'll drink wine all day. But at the same time, um, why don't I just go grab myself another drink? Because seriously, I'm getting like super boring as I'm just here talking to myself. By the way, I meant to put this all in some sort of nice format for you, but you just weren't worth it. Sheesh. Sorry about that.